Something a bit different today. Gonna be showing off my Empire list and just like why I decided. So we have Boy Vader, great ship. He's basically like a attacking machine, and he's got high movement, high uh just attacking. So let me kind of like describe what he wants to do and what his abilities do. So rolling dice. While you perform an attack, you can spend one of your force, which you have to start with 3, to change a blank to a hit. So you get a blank, you just spend a force, which you have 3. So you can just 100% spend it. Get a hit, self-explanatory. And advanced targeting computer. While you perform an attack against a target lock, you roll an additional attack die and change 1 dice to a hit result. Hit and change 1 hit result too. So that combos. You get a blank, you spend a force to change it to a hit, and an advanced targeting computer automatically gets it to a crit. So basically, no matter what's happening, you're gonna get a crit on attack. And then to actually, so he's 2 dice, gets an additional dice once you get the lock, and it's just solid synergy within the card itself. Uh, yeah, just and obviously it doesn't show, but he has auto thrusters. And let me just check what else. He's got hate. Oh no, he's got hate, afterburners, and marksmanship. So covering marksmanship, while you're while they are in your bullseye, you may change a hit result to a crit. So you have the possibility of changing 2 hits to a crit, while also changing a blank to a hit. So yeah, you're gonna be doing a shit ton of damage. And obviously you could spend more force to turn eyes into hits, so you're definitely gonna hit C Vader, man. If the opponent dares to have a bad roll, they're gonna get hit hard. Um, moving on. Hate, a bit hard to experience considering he's got 3 shields. But once he actually takes damage, he starts gaining force back, which is amazing if you can get like that's why being somewhat aggressive with Vader might actually be more potential, because if you actually manage to get if you manage to keep spending your force and then proccing hate, you can just do a lot more. And then lastly but not least, afterburners, which is just incredible. You get to move forward, and then for 1 energy, what is it? Yeah, 1 energy, which he starts off with 2. You can just sidestep to the left. Actually, no, you can boost, I think. Let me have a look. You can do a boost action, which is practically a barrel roll. Yeah, you get to perform a boost action. Anything on that, you can just move left, right, do a bank. So if you see your opponent dial, so your opponent dial and everything, you dial your movement, and then you can just choose where to fix if you're out of range. So it's a clear game plan there. Move, get into move, utilize afterburners to position yourself perfectly. Get the bullseye, spend your force, get crits. That's what Vader wants to do. And also utilize the fact that he has like monstrous levels of shields. Doesn't should be free shield in there, but it doesn't show. Moving on. Mula Mithel, obvious synergy. Literally says Darth Vader on the card. If Vader is in range 1, left or right of him, he gets to roll an extra dice, which is just cute. Get some extra attack, possibly getting 4 dice, range 1. It's like, it's one of those, it's just a good blank TIE fighter that has Darth Vader keyword, so it's good to put in with him. Then we have this one, which is Fifth Brother. So let's look at homing missiles first. You can spend your lock. No, you don't have to spend lock, sorry, you don't spend lock. As long as you have a lock on, you can spend 1 energy and say, I'm gonna hit you with a 4 dice attack, or you suffer 1 damage. So obviously the risk of actually getting all 4 hits versus just taking the 1 damage, opponents will most likely do that. But on his card it says, if a damage connects, you can spend force to add a crit. So they're not just guaranteeing a hit, they're also guaranteeing a crit. And there's obviously like, let me check out fuel leak. X-Wing fuel leak. So moving on to Fifth Brother. It's got obvious, well actually doesn't got obvious synergy. Let's look at homing missiles. So if you have a lock, you can spend 1 energy to say an ultimatum. I'm either going to hit you with a 4 dice attack, or you can just guarantee suffer 1 damage. And obviously the risk to taking more than 1 damage, you're probably just going to take it. But the thing about Fifth Brother is if an attack connects, you can spend 2 force to add a crit. So yeah, you're not just tanking 1 hit, you're tanking a crit as well. So if you can somehow just keep racking in the damage and keep spending the homing missiles at least 2, like, you're gonna get some damage in. And if your opponent has fuel leak, that reads, basically, if you suffer a crit, you take another damage and repair the card. So from just taking 1 damage, they have the potential of taking like 2 crits and 1 damage, I think. No. I think potential taking 1 crit and 2 hits from just, and it's guaranteed. So that's the power of the Fifth Brother. But because when you spend 2 force for your first attack, it's going to take time to get your force back, which is why Brilliant Invasion exists. From when you have 1 force. If you're not in the attacker's bullseye, you can spend 1 force to change 2 of your eyeballs. So it basically, your 1 force basically becomes a focus, which is cool. And then we have Visor. Big ass ship, size 2. 2 shield. 2 shields. 6 health, so that's a lot. And it has a big ass gun as well, which is free, guaranteed. And has a force. And we have a crew Emperor Palpatine, which it basically gives you a force to anybody. You can spend a force like it's a vehicle's own force, basically. You can modify dice that way. And preferably you want it to survive. I'll show you the setup, my plan. And it's got stuff like coordinate, which gives actions to people. And you can see after you execute a speed 1 maneuver using adaptive ailerons, so you move and then do a 1 movement, you can just boost, you can just give a coordinate. But of course you will skip your action, but coordinate is this is a supporting ship with a lot of health and decent gun. And then you have the bomber with Major Rhymer. So just a 6 hull ship with 2 attack, but you got Salvation Salvo, which allows you to spend 1 energy to make opponents reroll 2 dice, and then you have to use barrage rockets to do that, which is strong. And then ion torpedoes just literally gives you 2 more energy. I'm not really too concerned about it. It's like it makes you lose damage to give people ions, but I'm just taking the energy. Let's look in game. So I'm just gonna read through my mistakes. I need to play a lot more. Other than like classic crashes, like one moving forward and another making a bank, that will result in a crash. But let's just go over general kind of mistakes. Going too far round 1 can get you killed. Not spending energy, that's something I haven't been doing my list. Force management, spend a focus over force, because the force will not be like used. Like you can use multiple forces, but you can only use one focus, if that makes sense. And when defending 1 dice, focus has more potential doing multiple, so you don't want to use your focus. But yeah, a mouthful. I hope it made sense. But just a cute little game plan of what I'm doing with this list. Alright, so quickly going over my game plan with how I'm actually going to play the game. I've got a triangle formation because aceless want to maneuver between debris. And yeah, when you're in the middle, it's harder for people to swarm against you. And I would preferably use smaller rocks because I'm still getting used to movement and stuff, especially on this side. But going up over my turn 1, so these are the rulers. You can see I'm in range. Everybody's in range. So this guy goes first. He is going to go 1 here, but not off the edge. Before you reveal your dial, if you're not stressed, you may boost. So I'm going to take off the rulers. I'm going to boost to the right, then boost to the left. Then these guys are going to move 2 forward. Then these guys are going to move 2 forward. And then, now starting again. So flip over our dials. I'm going to move. I'm going to make sure it's in the opposite direction. Going to boost like that. Boost like that. See how I'm meeting? And then these guys are gonna go like this. They're gonna do the lowest movement again. I want everyone to be together. Notice because of the triangle formation I can make it pass, and preferably this would be smaller. Cool. Now Vizir's, instead of dying to a big ship or a big fleet from walking forward, he's gonna join his little fleet. It's gonna be like a double bank in the same direction. And obviously on my second thing I'd coordinate just in case. On my second, this is like my third. I think this might be round 3. I think I went like I boosted, I boosted, I boosted, I boosted, I boosted. So I would coordinate here because turn 2 is when fighting happens. And now I'm in perfect setup to eventually get to well, not undo, to do my move forward. Actually, I don't want to move forward that far. Move forward 2. Move forward 2. Might be learning a bit on the fly. If we look at Palpatine's ability, while another friendly ship defends or performs an attack. So, yeah. I need to check the coordinate range, but yeah, usually I'd coordinate. I can spend force to help with the attacks, so make extra guarantee. And how big is Visor's range? I mean, it's very possible for him to be in this range to attacked by all these possible ships. And eventually, he's going to curve like this, I'm going to curve like that. I've got synergies. This guy can die if he wants. No edginess. But as long as I got my team here, that's my plan. But that's my game plan, other than just like dying on one side. Alright, so I just wanted to go over quickly over some kind of like analysis thing. Although, there's not much to be learned here because this was a -10 dice game. Like, I managed to have 15 blanks in this game, which is just, trash. Which is really kind of a shame because I wanted to like see what I could learn from this game, but if I'm looking, you can see how I'm progressing. Like I said I was doing, boop 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 boop, up against Ray. I was thinking like he manages to get a shot in. If we look, which is why I kind of want to. It's like I feel like leaving this flank open is kind of really bad. So I was thinking perhaps I could have him here, Major Rhymer here, and then actually I figured like Major Rhymer here, and then I can leave this guy in the middle because he has like 2 force and brilliant evasion and actual things to protect him. And I could like give him a coordinate, give him an evade. But thing about this game now, like, is I didn't get an opportunity to look at all. That's why I need to have like something going, like near the middle. I was thinking like I could have Major Rhymer here, have the TIE fighter curve, to the right. And then obviously I like these two moving a bit forward. But I feel like I want Darth Vader to be a bit more in the game, considering he has 3 shields and 3 force. So I want to place him here, but it's just you know, I just keep rolling blanks. Just truth be told, and things just die. I think Mauler literally died in one hit, like just from like pure blanks, which is another reason I want him to just stay close. And he didn't even get an opportunity to like attack. He was curved. I tried curving here, but I feel like I want to move like this with Darth Vader, have him curve like that, or if I'm in this situation, I would not like a 5K turn. What that means, moving forward and then turning around. I'm not sure if that's possible. We can have a look, but we'll look a bit on the actual game. So look at game capture. We got tabletop simulator. So this is kind of like what I kind of want my game plan to be. I want to have Reimer here so I can cover this flank. I was thinking, should I have it like this? Or should I group up in just one big powerful attack? I think I want a strong guy to contest the middle, so that's what I want. So it kind of look like this. I obviously got my curving like this. My forwards move forward once times 2, well, yep, like that. Visor does his thing again, coordinates Darth Vader. I move forward once. Let's see if this guy can K-turn. I need to select a color. So I'm gonna put him on. Then we take him off. Oh no, shit. That's not even a color. Blue, I guess. So looking at his actual moves, it is possible for him to do like a K-turn. So that's something they're like directly facing. Yeah, moving like that, obviously get into this position, coordinate again, maybe fifth brother this time. And I'm hoping at least if there's people here, I can get like locks or something. And I wanna drift off and do my own thing like this, and potentially get a lock. I don't know. I feel like that game was terrible in the dice, moving forward and stuff. But I want to try out Major Reimer on the right side. Or maybe if we're thinking about punishing harder. Maybe I will try. I'm going to try out fifth brother like this, because if he can get at least like 2 guaranteed crits in and stuff, and get locks in, that's what we want. And I need to use this attack more, because other than that, I'm only getting 2 dice attacks, which is just shy. So I want to start doing that. But that's basically my game plan.